The current spoiler warning level is butterscotch.
Friends and folks, for this episode, you're looking at a spoiler warning level of butterscotch. We're going to be spoiling this show, moderately, but it's not a Gundam show. It is Gasaraki, which is not a show I've seen, but it's a mecha show. And if you care about spoilers for that, they're light, but they're here. If you don't care about spoilers for that, you're fine. Please enjoy the episode. Hello friends and folks, and welcome back to another episode of Mechanista and G. And, I'm afraid it's time once again, folks. I am slightly busy, and so this is going to be a shorter episode. I'm Six Detmar.
And I'm Dylan.
I have guests in my house.
Ah.
And I was like, I'm going to ignore you for a while. And they were like, haha, and then I felt bad about it, even though, they were totally fine with it.
Yeah.
You understand.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get you.
So, we're gonna roll a listener request, and if it's listen, I will accept responsibility for this one. I won't blame Cross Zeta this time, but if it's a Link Joker, we're not doing it. Or a Star Vader. That was the problem, was the Star Vaders. That's right.
Yeah.
Instead, okay. Alright. This should be doable. And then we'll roll within this list. Okay, do I know what this is?
I don't know, do you?
I guess no. Okay. Well, I'll get you a knee. I bet you know and I don't.
Okay.
You might not know right off the bat. I'm just saying, like, when I say the name of this property, I've never heard of it.
Alright. Ooh, why is that? Oh, that is familiar. That is really familiar.
Yeah, this is about what I expected you to say.
Yeah. Well, like, specifically it having... I'm assuming there's the crotch piece, isn't it? That is jutting forward and is triangular and has that. Like, yeah. That is really familiar, and I'm like, have I built something that does that? This isn't something from Knights and Magic, is it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because that's all CG, so it wouldn't be line art like this. I'm just trying to think, what is this reminding me of? Like, these shapes, the knee and stuff. Give me a bit more.
Okay.
I do need a bit more.
I'm gonna open image in new tab. Oh wait, I already did. I just missed the tab over here. I'm gonna zoom in a little more because this image is decent quality, but it's kind of small, so it'll get a little more blurry. But
yeah, that's fine.
We'll give you this much.
Something is very familiar here, though, to me. Oh, why is this so familiar? Like I said, like, I feel like there are familiar elements happening here, and it's driving me nuts that I'm, like, not immediately grasping it, even though I feel like I should, because there are some very unique shapes between, like, how that joint is handled, the crotch piece, the knee, shape and whatnot, and the, like,
I'll give you something that I think gives away at least the artist.
Uh-huh.
I think this makes the artist, like, not like it's obvious, not like, but I think it's a pretty good hint as to the artist.
Ooh. I'm just trying to think.
What do those cute little hands make you think?
I don't actually know what the hands make me think.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
I'm so bothered because, like I said, there's so much of this design that is familiar to me, and I'm sure I have a book that has this in it. I just am, like,
Probably.
blanking completely. Can you give me something else, like another part of it? Give me, like, a different part.
Okay.
I'm sorry to ask for more, but I don't think I'm gonna just get it from
because of the nature of the request. Oh, I should use the one where I've zoomed in, so it'll be the same scale. Because of the nature of your request, I'm gonna give you a smaller piece, but I will move this down.
Okay. Oh, this is, I don't know what it's called. It's from Gasaraki.
It is from Gasaraki, that's correct.
I don't know what it's called. It's the one that isn't the Raiden.
It is not the Raiden, that's correct. Yeah. This is the Ishtar 2.
Okay, yes.
This is a request from Guy Sarek. Thank you, Guy Sarek, for the request.
Yep. It's a cool design. So... God, it's been so long since I've watched Gasaraki, and Gasaraki's a hell of a show.
Given that that's like the only line art we have, or at least that I have,
I might have more because I have Izubuchi's book that has a bunch of Gasaraki art in it. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Yutaka Izubuchi, Mechanical Design Works 1, Realistic World. I just need to find the Gasaraki section. Here it is. Okay, so that is... Well, that's the Raiden. And some of the rough designs for it. Okay, here we are. Okay. Here's... I'm just going to post the whole pages because fuck it. Easier that way. But we have all the art for it. There's the Raiden... Or, sorry, there's the Ishtar, and then here's the... rear
there's
views.
No back view, huh?
Nope, there it is.
There,
second page.
There. All right. Perfect.
Yep, and I presume I'll just talk about all the Gasaraki designs because there's not a lot. There's like 4. Well, okay, there's some designs that look very similar to one another within the show too, so it's like... well, we'll see how it goes, but... Alright, but at least it'll still be a relatively short episode. So, this is the Ishtar Mk II. This is a humanoid weapon system from Gasaraki. This is used by Symbol, right, that's their name. Symbol, who is a organization that produces the tactical armors, or produces tactical armors as well. Though they don't call them tactical armors. Tactical armors are what the, Tactical armors are like the Raiden and, the Shinden and Gecko are. Then you have Metal Fakes, which are all the other ones. Symbol is an American company.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
MHQ lists this as a tactical armor. Maybe is it?
They're the same thing. It's just the Americans call them something else. It would be like if the Federation decided to call their mobile suits something that isn't mobile suit.
I see.
But they're the same thing, and they're derived from the same technology, so they're both tactical armors.
Okay, fair enough.
Tactical armors, though, are made by Goa Instruments, which is a Zaibatsu in Japan that makes tactical armors, and then Symbol makes these. Either way, though. So the Ishtar Mk II is technically a design derived from a very weird design that we'll talk about.
This is another Takahashi work. Okay, so I should watch this.
Yeah. It's a Takahashi work. Izubuchi did the designs. Gasaraki is interesting. It's an interesting show. We don't have to get into too much of the story while we're covering the mecha here. It's fine. But basically, so the Ishtar here, this is the Ishtar Mk II. Theoretically, there was an Ishtar Mk I, though it is never in the anime, and honestly, a lot of other designs from the show are not in the anime. They only show up in, like, video games or model things, because there was a single PS1 video game. But in terms of the show, this is basically what we have here. So to describe this design, the head, you've got a face that is sort of like... It's kind of a tank turret, but with a face instead of a cannon, if that makes sense for the shape. Like, it even has a hatch on top in a similar spot, and you've got, like, an open, like, little, viewport there, and it has an antenna on the back, but this is essentially shaped like the top of a tank, but instead of a cannon, you have, like, a little face with, the face has some slits for eyes on the bottom part of it. I don't have a good close-up of it, but I believe these light up the same way that the ones on the Raiden do, which, they have, like, a bunch of little dot cameras in there, so it looks really cool when they're adjusting, because, there's a bunch of, all these little lines they light up, which is cool. Then the torso is very widely set, lots of big wedges for this design. Funnily, it is still very Gundam-esque in its layout, where you have, like, an upper torso that has, the pectorals are kind of divided and have vents on the underside, and then the middle section is triangular, pointing forward. Though, the midsection of this body is a lot larger. It's a lot more like, kind of like a medieval armor setup, like how plate armor is set up, where it's just, like, you have this upper plate, and then you have a big lower plate with no real details on it, other than you can see a bit of a line in the middle for the edge there. But otherwise, it's just like a rounded plate going around the front. When you hit towards the back of the, like, midsection, you do have some little vents on the underside. And then that's basically it, though, for how I would describe the torso. There's not much of a backpack. You have, like, some separate sections on the back, so I'll just describe this as part of the torso. You do have, like, little vent openings in the back. I'm trying to remember, I think these technically have jump jets, but mecha are not flying in this setting. This is a very, very much leaning in the real robot kind of setting with how these robots work. Until they don't, but don't worry about that. That's just an element of the show. That is kind of weird. The arms... you have, like, this large flat plate in between the arms and the torso where they connect, which is really fun. They kind of go around the back. Because this is an Izubuchi design, you can see several of Izubuchi's little holes on the back there that he likes to do on his designs, the little lightning holes. The shoulder is, like, you have, like, a little flat trapezoidal piece that just kind of sticks out above the arm that kind of acts as the main shoulder unit. Underneath, you can see a little bit of the, like, actual connection point where the joint going from the arm into the torso there is, like, you have some armor around it, but it's, like, really finely tuned armor, like, a lot of, like, small movable pieces, rather than, like, these large pieces on the outside. You can see, a bunch of, like, little things there, like, if I zoomed in, so that people watching this on a YouTube video don't have to, like, zoom in on YouTube, which I don't think you can do. You can see, like, the inner arm is made of a bunch of small plates put together. The bicep is circular, but then you have, like, a little bit of a flat part on the outside. You have, like, a little cap there. You have some panel lines. The joint is designed kind of similarly to the connection with the shoulder there, where you've got, like, a lot of, like, small bits of armor around it. For the forearm, you have a separate elbow piece protecting a bit of the joint there. It's sort of a triangular wedge. It's kind of fun seeing on the rough it was a bit more square at first, but then for the final they went a bit more triangular. The forearms, though, the area around the joint, you have a huge, like, bit of armor on the forearm. Very rounded. It does have another flat point that kind of matches the one on the bicep, where it's like this, like, almost like tall pentagonal shape. Ends at a point on the bottom. You have, like, the little circular cap in there, and another, like, little square, some kind of maintenance thing in there. As for the rest of the forearm, you have some panel lining. You have what appears to be some kind of hard point, maybe on the area right below the elbow armor. You have some holes cut into the wrist area. The actual wrists themselves, you get, like, a little bit of armor on the back of it, and then for the actual hands, you get, it's very similar to a Gundam thing. You got, like, a plate of armor on the back of the hand. The hands, though, have a lot of little detail on them. You can see they kind of they end in, like, little points they lots of segments on the fingers here. They just feel very. They just feel a bit more designed than Gundam ones tend to be.
Yeah, and that's part of why I thought maybe you would give away Izubuchi. I feel like Izubuchi pays a lot of attention to fingers and likes to make them kind of dainty.
Yeah. Then moving on to the waist, you've got the crotch piece, which has like basically just some armor with some little cuts on the sides of it, both on the top side and then on the bottom sides of it. Kind of ends in a similar triangular piece. You have a lot of these like flat pentagonal, I guess they're less triangular, more pentagonal, just, rounded pentagon with it's like a little house, or like a very tall house. You have a lot of these pieces, though. It kind of runs over a lot of the design. You have them on the arms, you have them on the crotch here. Just kind of.
What it looks like to me is like the bottom of like a clothing iron.
Yeah, it is kind of the same shape as like, a clothes iron.
Also, sorry to interrupt the episode. You're still very clippy when you get excited.
Oh, sorry. Let me see if I can fix that.
I'm gonna make a little note here in my podcast file so I can fix it. Hopefully.
It is at the 15-minute mark, and hopefully it is fine now. Because I did lower...
We'll see next time you get hyped.
Yeah. No real skirts. Like, you have a bit of a sort of a side skirt assembly. It's weird. It's above the legs. I guess looking at it up close, these are connected into the sides of the waist there. So it has some side skirts. They protect the sides of the thighs, but no front skirts or rear skirts at all. The rear part just has more armor. Has some of those armor cutouts similar to like, it's got like the stamped iron kind of thing where you got like, what does it remind me of? Like a jerry can or something, Yeah. Where you've got like the stamped little bits of armor. And then it has like a little handle on the back that might be just like a toe handle or something. Then it's really funny looking at the early version of this too, by the way, where like it feels like the crotch got like cut in half or like cut partially there when you compare the way it looks, you know what I mean? Like that would be the inside. It's just funny the way that worked out there.
Yeah, it feels like a couple of spots, and especially the lower button, like the crotch, and then a little bit on the legs. The armor got like cut back just a little bit to make it seem a little less bulky.
The leg joints, though, designed very similarly to the arm joints. The thighs, you just have a thick panel line in the front, but it's essentially just two large pieces of armor, sandwiching the internal mechanisms. For the knee, you've got a very like rounded internal joint there that has like little dots on it, and then you get this cool little bit of armor, again looking very knightly in this shape, where you just get this pointy armor in front of the knee. Then for the lower leg, the front of it is pretty simple. You get a lot of extra panel lining going on the sides along with some vents. The back of the leg, you can see like these almost seem like these would be like fuel containers on the back of the legs here, especially because it looks like they have like little caps on the top of them.
Yeah.
And then as you hit the lower leg, though, almost Gundam-esque lower legs and feet, but the ankle armor is fun because it protects both the front and back of the leg, but like it is designed very much like how a lot of Gundam little foot armor is designed there. And then the feet, you've got armor on the top with a separate foot piece there, and then a bit of a heel. The foot has this little cap on top, and if this is like the Raiden, which I believe it probably does the same thing, this cap does a really cool thing in this show, where it's an explosive bolt to get it started with running. So what it does is it pops down, cool. And it only needs to launch it for the initial bit of starting up the foot, but it just helps get the like legs moving.
The momentum going, gets like some burst movement as opposed to having to gradually build up speed.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Let me see if I have a GIF. I obviously you won't be able to share that. We can't share a GIF on our video just because the platform we have doesn't make it possible. But I do have. Go into my media clips. I saved this in 2016, baby. That was because that was the last time I watched this show. Here we go. It's less than 10 megabytes, so I can actually share it. So you can see it on the right in here, the way that this works. Once it gets started with the running. It's just kind of a fun way to get it, like, a running start on the foot. I like that it just does, like, a little explosive bolt downward.
Okay, we're gonna... Alright, folks, let's see if we can make this... Just how did that work? Oh, that worked great! Okay, no problem. Folks just saw the GIF.
Cool, hell yeah. It's really cool.
That's tight.
Then, moving on from there, though... Yeah, I guess that's basically it. That's everything. There's... So, it uses a couple different armaments in the show. Annoyingly, I would have to go... Well, the wiki actually has them listed. I assume MHQ does possibly as well.
What, the armaments?
Yeah, armaments. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So we've got equipment-wise, we've got smoke dischargers, sand barrier. Tell me about the sand barrier. What is that? That sounds cool.
I would assume... Okay, so apparently what this is the air compressors on the cab... Oh, these are air compressors on the cabs. That's what these are.
Oh.
And what they can do is, they blast air downward into the instep of the Ishtar's feet, which kick up dirt and sand. This is actually used for, like, clouding itself in a battlefield situation.
Like a free smoke grenade.
Yeah, doing it with the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, doing it just...
By the way, I have images from the model kit manual that
here we are.
real quick.
Oh, Bandai did a model of this. I didn't know that. Oh, the equipment is so cool on this thing. I knew it had this weird, that's the, 65mm gun there. Which is just like a rapid-fire cannon. It has a magazine capacity of 40 rounds. It fires... Okay, this is definitely a typo on the wiki. It says it fires 3 rounds per minute, I think. Well, I don't know, actually. Because even though it's considered a rapid-fire cannon, it's a 65mm cannon, and it does mention it can destroy an M1 Abrams tank with it.
Yeah,
like
that's possible. That is, kind of slow. I wouldn't necessarily call it rapid fire, but as you say, for a cannon, that's decent.
Yeah. Then you get this really cool pincer shield that I really like on the right arm there. It's just like kind of mounted on the shoulder. It's like mounted like really high up rather than on the lower part of the arm, which is really cool. And it's got this like little pincer setup on the front of it, which is fun. But yeah, plus you can see the colors here, obviously very desert color. It does have some other weapons that I sadly don't think are on this model. I'm double checking, but no, it looks like they don't show them here. Yeah, there's just the 65mm and the Gironchin? I don't know what the katakana is there for the pincers, but Gironchin.
Well, you're adding an N. It's just Guillotine.
Oh, Guillotine. Wait, where am I adding an N? Guillotine.
Yes.
Guillotine.
You were saying Giron. It's Giron.
Guillotine. I wasn't trying to say Giron, sorry. Guillotine.
Yeah.
Guillotine. Yeah,
guillotine. Yep.
Guillotine. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So is that for finishing off downed enemies, I guess?
Possibly like a down... Well, one could be for down other armors. You can see the way these are piloted, by the way, here. You can see the way the cockpit block like pops open on the back and where the pilot is
that's
sitting.
her head in there, the helmet.
Yeah.
That's good. That's cool.
Yeah. So
I like that these aren't big.
Yeah, no, these are small. These are relatively small. And again, they are treated like... I mean, you see the way they're moving in the show. They are treated very weighty. While I'm able to show you stuff, let me see if I can link any of these other ones. Of course I can't, because they're all way too big for Discord, because Discord hates me. Here's a funny bit with a good fight. And the reason this is important is you can see something very important here when the arm... so you can see it punch with the arm there, and the arm shatters. These machines... that's not really a good view of it. These machines do a very fun thing with their armor, where, this is a bit from the opening, showing it on the Raiden, but, again, they all use the same technology. They use artificial muscle fibers. kind of mech warrior style. So you can see in the
Okay,
third
sure.
one, you can see it, well, doing muscle things in the third cut there. It's kind of fucked up. They're really, like, it's really funny because these things look so tank-like, but when they start falling apart, it looks really gross. In a way that I think is extremely cool to do. Yeah.
Just for us here, I'm really excited that I actually just have a really simple solution for the GIF problem now. This is great.
Hell yeah. Cool. But, yeah, so one of the other weapons that this has... Oh, I believe I actually... No. Dang it. It's not holding the right one here. Trying to see if I have any of it, like, the other weapons it's shown holding. At one point, you know, we see them have low sat missiles, which are line of sight anti-tank missiles.
Oh, sure.
Each shoulder hardpoint can mount some tubes of them, but again, we don't have them here because these shoulder
Are they fly-by-wire?
Lowsat, is that a fly-by-wire? These were developed in the 1990s, apparently. They're actually relatively new.
Probably not.
For what the anime was. Instead of using a high-explosive anti-tank warhead, it uses a solid steel kinetic energy penetrator, and it just punches through the armor. Apparently, it was the basis for the compact kinetic energy missile that is, like, the more modern version of that.
Yeah, this is just an artist's rendition, but the scale of these things is kind of wild. Look at this.
It's just a thick, huge missile that's meant to...
shit!
It's meant to just punch into the armor. I presume it still explodes, but is, you know, it's more of a penetration thing. Let me see, though.
Let's see. I think it doesn't have an
explosive payload. Just purely kinetic energy, and you're just blasting through it. I mean, I guess if you just blast a hole in a tank with something that large, it's going to cause problems. Least of which will probably kill the crew.
I guess sometimes the advances in technology allow us to make something incredibly unsophisticated.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing, right? It was very funny. But yeah, we also see an electromagnetic railgun used by these things, which that was the one I was hoping I had. Thank you, Gasaraki Fandom Wiki, for labeling what episode it is, sort of. Episode 22-ish. And I'm like, wait a minute. Well,
doing their best, I'm sure.
You know what? Here's the thing. I have Gasaraki fully saved on my computer. I'm going to quickly load up episode 22 so I can see if I can find that real quick. There are only 25 episodes of the show, so I have to hope that they are right when they say episode 22-ish. Alright. Oh god, I forgot these awful subs. I don't like... So it uses, the subs I have, I don't know what group did this, and I'm sorry if you happen to be a listener. I hate that it uses this stylized font that, like, you know, is supposed to look like military typing.
Oh boy.
I hate it. I hate it.
That sounds exhausting.
But no, okay. Zooming through. It's not very much robot action in general in this episode, so I feel like I should be able to find it. It's really funny that... It would be really funny if, in terms of saying, like, what episode it comes from, if, when it says 22-ish, that was just wrong, because there's, like, barely any mecha stuff in this particular episode, seemingly.
For what it's worth, I'm scanning the summaries on MAHQ, and I'm not finding the word railgun. So...
Yeah.
Which it would be entirely reasonable for it not to come up in the summary. I was just hoping to get lucky.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to see if I could find the, you know, a bit of it using that, which would have been cool, but I cannot, unfortunately. I think I know what weapon it is, because I remember this has, like, a really cool weapon that it uses in the later parts of the show, but unfortunately... Oh, here it goes! Here we go! Episode 24, found it. Check this out. I'm gonna link it.
Okay.
Well, I can just put it in the thing, because it's just an image. Look at this thing.
Yo!
Cool shoulder. I like that it's mounted on the hardpoint. I really like the way that this just mounts things on the hardpoint like that. Like, even that 65mm gun, even though the hand is holding it, you can see that it is also mounted onto that shoulder hardpoint, that the hand is just for, like, stabilizing and doing the trigger, possibly. But I really like that it uses the hardpoints that way, which is cool. This is something I find really cool with these machines. You can also see, funnily enough, with these versions here, I don't know exactly what this extra armor is, but you can see some extra armor on both the legs and the torso here, just kind of bolted on.
Yeah.
Just like 2 plates on the front of the chest and then like a big arrangement on the knee. These might be building infiltration equipment because these are obviously inside of a building right now. So it might be infiltration equipment, because a lot of the machines tend to have things like the Raiden has like these cool pile bunkers that are not actually a weapon. They are for rappelling up a wall, so that like if it uses its steel cables to start pulling itself up the wall, it then uses the pile bunkers to blow away from the wall to, like, you know, and then start reeling in itself upward, which is really cool. It's not really pile bunkers so much as like they're flat ended, but it's to push it away from the building and then, you know, help it with pulling itself up, which is cool. Anyway, yeah. So Ishtar, it's a cool design. I really like it. There's a bunch of variants of it from the video game. You know what? We'll save the Raiden for like its own episode. I know, because I know you have to be short anyway. But the video game ones, luckily, would be really easy to share because it's just screenshots from a video game that is not translated. So let's just quickly go through these. So, like I said, Ishtar here, pretty cool. It's used by the American company. There's the Ishtar Gunner, which pops up in the game, which looks like this. It just replaces the arms with like a whole gun unit. And then the head is changed a bit, like it looks like it's got like a different, you know, different kind of range finding equipment going on there. Apparently, the neck is embedded with the body, and it has integrated weapons in the head and the arms. So yeah, I mean, these look like these would possibly be like missile tubes as well, or like dispensers or something of those lines.
I mean,
so
this is like a piece of shit that was like a final, like it was like a mission boss in like mission 4 of Armored Core 2.
Now, here's a really cool one that is, it has a model and a game thing. Not a real-life model, this is a magazine one that someone made, but
whoa!
This is the desert type.
That's so cool!
It is really cool looking. Okay, it is in the game as well. The screen cap isn't as good. I really like the way this machine looks, though. I love that head.
I also love it's not called, they don't call it the Ishtar, at least on the wiki. They call it, because it's a fake, they call it the fake desert type, which is a great name.
Yeah. I love this head. It's funny that it gets Ava shoulders. Like, the armor has changed to look very Ava-esque in its overall shape. It gets like these extra large hard points on the arms that look like it could be for larger equipment on the forearms. And then I really like the legs because, like, the knees have extra armor, and then the feet have, like, a weird cleft toe thing, and then these large pads for the, like, bottom of the heel. The torso overall is the same, and, like, the crotch piece and a lot of that armor. It's just the arms and legs and the head that have really changed. This head looks great, though. I love the head here. Just the commander antenna and, like, the way these eyes go. Oh, speaking of which, since, I guess I can share it, let me see if I can share the way the eyes look. Oh, nope. Exceeds 10 megabytes, never mind. Hates us. Hates me. But, yeah, so this is the fake desert type. There is the Straydog Fake as well, which is made by them. This is just a unique design, but it's weird. It's just kind of a quad-legged thing. I love the arrangement of the legs where it's got, like, these inner legs. The outer legs are, like, attached to them, seemingly. just on the outer part. But it's essentially like a little walking tank here.
Yeah.
Oh, the Straydog is actually a fan name. We don't know what it's called.
Well,
then if
we ever find out, message me and I'll change it.
We have the Giant Gunner fake here, which is zoomed into. It's a very thick one. This one looks like a Destroid or something to me when I see it. This is also an Armored Core boss. This is like a high-end MT. You have a separate head on this design. The torso is very wide, large vents on the pectorals. Very huge, thick legs that do have like a bit of a bend. It is running. Though the right arm is just like seemingly a large cannon with a smaller cannon beneath it and a large drum magazine up on top. And then the left arm is just 2 stacked missile containers.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Giant Missiler fake, which is it's another one of those little quadruped ones, but it has replaced the cannon in the middle of the body with missiles.
It's not that I dislike these other designs, but they have much less personality. They feel very generic, and the Ishtar feels like it sits at and also the Gunner and the Desert type feel like they kind of sit at this interesting spot of like being somewhere between like MGS4 era Metal Gears and then like BattleTech.
Yeah.
In a way that I like, and this just goes much more BattleTech in a way that I find less compelling.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I think these other machines are less interesting. Now, here's a fun, well, now, you know what, if you're gonna watch this, I'll leave that for you. There are some weird designs in this show that we haven't gone over.
There's also the Giant Attack Gunner fake. It is the Giant Missiler fake, but it has a cannon instead. Yeah. Well, 2 cannons, I suppose.
Well, 2 cannons, yeah. It's like a... kind of got an anti-air thing. Oh, I guess now that to be fair to it, instead of being a quadruped, it's a hexapod. It's got 6 legs.
Oh, you're right. That is cool, actually.
I do like that the canister, which I presume is maybe ammo or something. I like this canister on the back that makes it have even more of a bug vibe alongside having the 6 legs. The desert type's still the coolest, though, out of all of these.
Yeah, the desert is sick.
Yeah.
Broad general statement, I believe.
Did it clip when I just did that loud laugh?
No.
Yay, I fixed it. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, we'll leave that at it. I'm sorry for not going over the write-in and whatnot, but we kind of need this to be a shorter episode anyway.
How about this? Next week, I shouldn't have house guests, and I also have the day off. What if we did 2 recordings? Yeah, we haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, we could do that.
Sick.
Alright, well, 6. Quick episode, but where can people find you and your work online?
You can find me on Blue Sky, 6.scanlinemedia.com. You can find my work at scanlinemedia.com or patreon.com/scanlinemedia. By the time this episode comes out, I will make sure that username works. I forgot to fix it on Blue Sky because I've been really busy. And then, of course, you can join the Scanline Media Patreon link down in the show notes. Like Guy Sarek here, you could make your own request of something you want us to talk about. We will just talk about stuff. I'm going to put in an unofficial request for more cars. Or motorcycles. Have we done? Or like, airplanes or whatever. I like doing other vehicles too. I love doing mecha, but I feel like there is something too, like when you do like the Honda Civic and you're looking at the 4th gen versus the 5th gen versus the 6th gen, and the granularity there is really interesting to me.
And it really hurts the Dylan. No. I enjoy doing it. I'm surprised it's been so long since we've gotten like a real life vehicle request in that way.
Yeah.
But
what about you, Dylan? Where can people find you?
You can find me over on at Low Poly Robot over on Blue Sky. And yeah. I
love the bird skull vibes of the gecko. We'll talk about that next time.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Or the Roger vibes if you prefer.
Yeah.
Or the, Or the Quebly vibes. Cubly. Right, Cubly.
Quebly.
So many years of just saying Quebly because I didn't know.
It's fair. All right.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back next time with some more, but until then, peace out.
Peace.